Welcome to From Where I Stand. It's just my point of view, honest, simple, and real. Today we're talking about one of the most electrifying, yet disappointing, teams in football, the Miami Dolphins. A season that started with fireworks and ended with frustration. A story of talent, speed, and collapse. From where I stand, Miami's front office is still chasing the instant contender dream. Chris Grier built this team with flash, not foundation. Big contracts, bold trades, and the fastest offense in the league. On paper, it looked perfect. In reality, it was fragile. The Dolphins have invested heavily in Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle, but failed to build the trenches to support them. Once again, protection and depth became their undoing. It's a pattern. Miami wants results now, but greatness requires patience and structure, not just speed. Mike McDaniel remains one of the most creative offensive minds in the NFL. His play designs are clever, unique, and at times unstoppable. But football isn't won on design, it's won on adjustments, and that's where McDaniel still struggles. When defenses take away the middle of the field, the Dolphins' offense looks lost. The same motion tricks that fooled teams early stopped working late in the year. From where I stand, McDaniel is a genius when the plan works, but too slow to adapt when it doesn't. Early in the season, Miami looked unstoppable. They were putting up 40-point games, embarrassing defenses, and making football look effortless. Tua was sharp, efficient, and confident. Tyreek Hill was on pace for another record-breaking year. But slowly, the weaknesses began to show. Once teams applied pressure, collapsing the pocket, jamming receivers, the rhythm vanished. Tua's timing-based style depends on everything going perfectly. When it didn't, his limitations became obvious. The run game started fast with Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane, but couldn't carry the offense when the passing game cooled off. By mid-season, what was once the NFL's most feared attack had become predictable and inconsistent. And here's where the story turns dark. After a hot start and sitting comfortably near the top of the AFC, the Dolphins collapsed down the stretch. They struggled badly against playoff-caliber opponents, losing to the Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, and even division rivals they should have beaten. Each time the spotlight got brighter, Miami shrank. Their final record didn't match their early season hype. They finished outside the true contender tier, barely hanging on to wildcard relevance before falling apart in December. From where I stand, that's not bad luck. That's identity failure. You can't dominate bad teams and disappear against the elite, then still call yourself a contender. The defense was just as inconsistent. After losing Vic Fangio, Miami's unit never found a new rhythm. The pass rush was streaky. The secondary looked confused. The tackling, sloppy. They couldn't close games, and when the offense stalled, the defense had no answers. What used to be a balanced team turned into a one-sided experiment. And once the offense slowed, everything fell apart. Injuries made things worse, no question. Losing Terron Armstead hurt the offensive line. Defensive starters missed time. Even Tua played under constant pressure physically and mentally. But here's the thing. Every team deals with injuries. Champions adapt, pretenders crumble. The Dolphins did the latter. Instead of adjusting, they unraveled. From where I stand, Miami is the definition of beautiful but brittle. They can dazzle you one week and disappoint you the next. They win when the game goes their way, but they don't know how to claw back when it doesn't. They dominate highlight reels, not playoff brackets. And that's the difference between a fun team and a championship team. The Dolphins still don't know which one they want to be. Miami's window isn't closed, but it's cracking. Their stars are expensive, the salary cap is tight, and other AFC teams are evolving faster. If they want to stay relevant, they must rebuild their foundation. Fix the trenches, rediscover physicality, build a defense that can win ugly games, and an offense that survives outside of perfect weather and timing. The Dolphins have the pieces, but unless they grow tougher, smarter, and more adaptable, this version of Miami will always look exciting. Until January. That's my view. From where I stand. The Miami Dolphins have all the flash, but none of the finish. They can light up a scoreboard, but they still haven't learned how to survive the storm. Do you think Miami is still a contender, or just a highlight machine stuck in neutral? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real NFL talk. From where I stand.